Bills Fanatics, welcome. This is episode 7. Yo, we rocking it right now. So right now I want to introduce myself. This is your boy Rico from Bills Fanatics. And my colleague, my co-host, my man Pierre. Pierre said, "What's up, man?"
What's going on, Rico? How you been, man?
Hey, man. We took
It's been
a
it's been a long time, man. I mean, it's been like 2 days?
it's been a few days since we
It's
touched
been
base, but you know what? It's been quiet on the front. Not much has been going on. Just a few things here and there that's popped up, but like nothing really worth really kind of making a show about. But
Yeah,
I figured, some people like this type of stuff. So and you and I, we love talking Bills. So why not get it started, right?
might as well, man.
That's
I'm
what's
ready
up.
to go,
That's what's up. So check us out. You guys will probably notice that we're missing one of our members, our boy Bobby Ray. But Bobby Ray lives in the big city, man. He's a big city cat, so he's got big city things to do. But we're gonna hold it down, and I'm sure he's probably gonna listen up on his phone and check us out. He might even call in. You never know. So Bobby, shout out to Bobby.
We'll hold it
And
down for you, Bobby.
Hey, no doubt about it. But so, yo, listen. Let's get into the first topic. Very small. This goes out to my Madden heads that are out there that still rock the Maddens. Uh, uh, here's the thing I wanted to touch base with. I still play Madden, and I've been playing Madden since '96. Yeah, man, '96, man. So from Sega Genesis days. So Sega Genesis brought up to PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, 3, and now to 4. So I've been rocking with Madden for a minute now. One thing that I was happy about last year was that Gronkowski didn't get the Madden cover. Uh, Now Gronkowski gets the Madden cover. Like, there's so much that I don't like about the Patriots, and now a Patriot is going to be gracing the cover of Madden, and that shit irks the hell out of me. So it is what it is. I mean, we're gonna play the game regardless. It just makes me want to whoop Patriots ass even more. Uh, but get this though, there's a few things that's. I mean, I played enough Madden in 16. Pierre, I don't know if you still play a lot here and there somewhat.
Um, I don't play as much as I did, but like I said earlier, I can still, whack somebody's ass in that. So,
Oh, okay,
but
all right. Well,
but yeah, man.
let me ask you this though. This
What's
is
up?
this is this is just me. There's some Madden players that they're they're versatile on anything. They just need that one playbook and they can rock with anybody. The thing is with me, I only stick with one team and one team only, and I rock with my Bills, and that's it. I refuse to play with any other team. Are you like that?
Honestly, I'm a little bit different. Like me, I always rock with the Bills because I feel like, they have the best, complement of players.
That's
But
what I say.
but if I do rock with any other team, it's fine. But I have to have the same playbook.
Hold on. If you do rock with another team, who you rock with?
I mean, it kind of differs, man, because I like to have fast running backs. So any team that
Okay.
has a fast running back, because I'm a huge runner.
Okay.
A fast running back and an accurate quarterback.
Fast running
That's
back, accurate quarterback. So that
yeah,
means
and that's it.
struggle. That means you struggled with the Bills because you had EJ Manuel or Tyrod. Uh,
Nah. I put in Kyle Orton in a couple years ago when it was EJ. I was like, nah, EJ, come on, man, you killing me, man.
I forced EJ. I was like, yo, I can't rock with Orton. I need to have EJ. So I just kept my playbook. I customized my playbook actually.
Yeah, you got to
Um,
customize it. You
I
got to.
customized it. When I say I customized it, man, I went through every single playbook on every team and picked specific plays out of them all, and it was money. That's what I did. So that's what I'm actually looking forward to when Madden comes out. Comes out obviously in August every damn year. You know what's garbage is, and it's a small topic I want to touch on, is that it costs us more down in Canada to pay for video games because our dollar is damn crap. So it's like
That's
it's like
right.
$90 for a damn game when it all said and
Wow,
done. Isn't that crazy? So
that's nuts.
anyway,
That's nuts.
and I'm still gonna buy Madden anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It's
But
all it's
but
all the
just real
same.
quick. But as far as the playbooks, like you said, what I normally do, and I mean, I've been doing this for years, man, and it definitely works for me. But what I do is I pick one playbook, of course, but
Right.
then I have all my audible set on one formation.
Which one? What formation?
Man, I mean, it's been so wild. I can't think of it right now.
Are you a single back or do you need a fullback?
I need a single back.
Oh, a single back.
Yeah. But
Really? Okay.
So what I do is, because I run a whole bunch of no huddle. So if I catch you in the defense, I'm gonna no huddle that thing all the way down. And some people say that's cheesy, but I have one formation. That way, when I audible, you have no idea, when I'm gonna run in that one formation.
And I see, good Madden players have audibles on defense as well, and you should have specific defensive schemes for guys like you. I hated playing guys like you, but it taught me how to play it on. But anyway, just to touch topics on this too, right? So for you guys that do play Madden, you only rock with your team, which is the Bills, or can you rock with somebody else if somebody takes the Bills as well? What playbooks are you using? And what console are you using? Are you going Xbox or are you PS4? I'm a Sony.
Xbox, man.
Nah, man. Negro, please.
Xbox, baby. Xbox all day.
Listen, Xbox is for children. Grown men play on Sony. All right? Let me tell you that. So if you guys do play, hit up your boy. It's Big Wood on PS4. BIGGWOOD. For those that want to catch that ass whooping, holler at your boy. And if you pick the Bills, I'm picking the Bills too. So you're gonna have to change uniforms because I ain't switching. I ain't playing with no other team. But that's what I want to shout. I just want to touch base a little bit on Madden, and I can't wait till the Madden ratings come out and see what Shaq Lawson is gonna be rated. See what do you call Cardell Jones is gonna be rated. His power is probably gonna be like 97, 98. His accuracy, they're gonna hate on him and make it like 60. I know it, and it's gonna be awful to try to play. But it doesn't matter. He's the backup, so we won't have to worry about that. So, anyways, that's the only thing I wanted to touch base on because I know there's some people that play Madden, and they'd be interested in that type of stuff. So it is what it is.
And we actually have a comment from one of our Bills fanatic, team members, Celeste. What's up, Celeste? What's going on, Celeste? But she says the curse better happen this year. And listen, you know about that Madden curse.
Yeah, so, no doubt.
Definitely. I mean, I don't want to wish harm on anyone, but if it's a Patriot, I mean, hey, it is what it is, baby. But yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, Celeste, I definitely agree with you on that one.
Shout out to Celeste. I like that a lot. What did Khalif say? I'm seeing what Khalif has something to say.
He says here that he wanted to share some thoughts about the whole regression, prediction from John and Clayton.
Yeah,
we'll definitely touch on that in a little bit.
No doubt about it. Actually, I'm gonna send him a message right now, telling him that we're gonna touch on that.
Yeah, he says here, we'll touch on that, Khalid. Just stay tuned.
Yeah, no doubt. That's what I just sent him a message right now. So I don't know for the people that are on Instagram, we had a special guest.
Real quick, man. Before you touch on that, I'm looking at this, Madden cover or this Madden pic that we put on our Instagram account. Yep. What's up with Shaq Lawson and these dreads, man? Like, I didn't know he had dreads, though.
Yo,
what's up with that,
I hate about Madden. Yo, Shaq Lawson don't even have no dreads. First of all,
got no hair, really.
Yo, man, that bugs me. Yeah, he has short hair. Yo, I'm gonna tell you something that's quirky. I have a dude, one of my boys, my boy Mark. This guy's a Madden genius. Anyway, this guy did not like his team looking ununiformed. So he would edit every single player that had dreadlocks. He'd snap. He cut it all off. No really? Dreadlocks on my team. I was like,
I actually like dreads, though.
I'm like, what are you, Denzel Washington from what was that team? What was that? Remember the Titans? Get out of here with that nonsense, man. Yo, he would take everybody's dreads off and be done. Nobody's got the
barbershop.
Say it again.
He took them all to the barbershop, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
To the BF barbershop.
Man. He took them to the virtual barbershop, man. That's craziness. Yeah, but I don't get that. The dreadlocks. I mean, come on now. Next thing you know, Cardell Jones is white. Come on, man. Go sit around and mess around like that. But it is what it is. But check out. Speaking of Instagram, though, we had something dope happen today. Yo, Pierre, hit that. Hit them with that, man. Yeah, I like that. Yo, this guy's got some wheels, huh?
My man, Eric Moulds, man.
Yo, Eric has wheels. Look at that man go.
But yeah, man, my man Eric Moulds. Huge fan of my man Eric Moulds. But anyways, we had Eric Moulds on a Q&A today, and it was absolutely popping. You know, shout outs to Eric Moulds, who is hands down my favorite Buffalo Bills player.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, all-round player. I mean, you know, when I became a real diehard Buffalo Bills fan,
Yeah.
he was, you know, that guy. You know, everyone, people ask me, you know, when I became a Bills fan, and I tell everyone, I knew of the Bills in 1990, you know, when they were going to the Super Bowl. So yes,
Right.
I was a bandwagon fan. I can go ahead and say it now. But I really became a diehard fan in the late 90s. And of course, you know, that's when, you know, Eric Moulds hopped on the scene and, you know, did his thing.
Yeah, you know what? I'm trying to think of when I became a fan. You know what? I will tell you when I became a fan. I became a fan when the Bills were playing Dallas Cowboys in the Super Bowl, and we got beat down like 56 to like 10
Yeah,
or
it
something
was
like that.
crazy.
Yeah, so like that season, I was rocking with them, and then we got beat down, and I was like, oh, my team lost, and I was only the fan of that team for that year. Oh, my team lost, and I hated the Dallas Cowboys since then, and I've hated the Patriots. Those two teams I don't like
Yeah,
whatsoever. But the fact that you have a favorite player is interesting because I'm trying to think right now of my all-time favorite Bills player, and I can't think of them because I have so many. Like Travis Henry, I liked a lot.
oh, I was a huge fan of Travis.
Yo, I was a Peerless Price. I liked a lot.
I don't know about Payless, man. I
Yo,
mean,
I like Peerless Price a lot, man. I don't know what it is, man. I like Peerless Price.
you remember how I told you guys on the last show that you shouldn't take a person's personal into
Yeah,
account?
yeah.
Man, ever since Peerless did us like that when he left to
Yo,
go
he
to the
got paid.
Falcons,
He got
man, yeah, he
paid.
got paid, man. But as a Bills fan, I was salty, man. I'm like,
Yeah,
Peerless,
because
we needed you, baby.
yo, and he was a good receiver. Like he was a good compliment
He came off a
receiver.
92 catch season that year.
Dude, man, that guy was
I mean, I
nice.
remember that. He was beasting. And
That
I
guy
was
was
like,
nice.
man, if we can have Moulds and Peerless again, oh,
Uh,
it'd be deadly. And then he
who
left,
who
and then
who was QBing for us at the time? Was it
it
Bledsoe?
was Drew Bledsoe. Yeah,
Oh, Bledsoe, man.
yeah,
God damn, we got Bledsoe at the tail end of his damn season, man. If that boy
yeah,
could have
man.
done something, and I remember Bledsoe screwed us over when we were supposed to. That's another time we were supposed to go to the playoffs. I don't know what year it was, but all we had to do was beat the damn Steelers in Week 17, and we lost
Yeah, man. It
to
was rough,
Neil
man.
O'Donnell.
But
Oh,
what sucks in those years is that, you know, those were the years where it's like it's funny how the Bills have been over the years. It's like, you know, we'll have a beast ass defense and then our offense will be garbage. You
yeah,
know, during
true.
the Bledsoe years, we had a nice offense, but our defense was just terrible. So it's kind of like, you know, we were never able to have them both kind of at the same time.
I'm telling you, man. Like it never just comes to fruition at the
It
same
never,
time. It's
like, it seemed like
always
it never has.
last year was supposed to be that boom. Both units are on point, and
Exactly.
then we all know what happened. So I mean, it is what it is. What are you gonna do about it, right? The only thing you do is support your team and keep it moving. That's the only thing. So
Yeah.
like, I see you scrolling through some of the questions. What was some of the questions that Eric got? I mean, just name one or two of them that he answered that were pretty dope.
Yeah, I mean, he was pretty active. Like I was trying to check here. I'm not really sure. Like, for example, right here, we got a Ryan Wright. I wanted to see what his question was. But anyways, Eric Moulds said that he thinks that Sammy has potential to be one of the best, you know, to play. But he has to stay healthy. His upside is through the roof and is a special talent. But as I told him, he has to stay healthy because we are way much better. We are a way much better team when he's not hurt. And he's right. I mean, he's right, man. You know,
What up?
Sammy has to stay healthy, man.
No, no doubt. Yo, they poured questions for Eric Moulds, man. Holy.
Yeah, man. And
He answered every one of them, man.
I mean, the beauty behind most of our Q&As is that, I mean, these players are awesome, man. I mean, they sit here, and I think Eric Moulds was answering questions for at least a half an hour. I think the longest Q&A we had was with Randall Johnson, linebacker Randall Johnson. I mean, where he was there for at least about an hour and a half answering questions.
Did he really?
It's crazy. Yeah.
Yo, listen, man, that's the power. That's the power. Honestly, we got to give BF a shout out, the whole squad, the whole team, because if we don't grind and we don't put our names out there, we don't put the name of the group out there, these players ain't gonna come and just do a Q&A. So shout out to the members that are joining up and the grind that the admins put in, man. Because if it wasn't for that, man, these guys would not be coming to talk to us. So now we getting our name out there.
Definitely.
So that's what I'm loving right now. But speaking of getting our name out there, though, I'm about to say something that we'll get our name out there, whether it's negative or positive. I'm hearing things. I had a little birdie come and sit on my shoulder not too long ago and was telling me that there's somebody that we have on our roster that we may lose because of surgery, and that is a pretty big part of our defense.
Is it one of these guys right here?
Hey, it is one of those three guys that you see in that screen right now.
So it's either Shaq Lawson, Kobe Listenby, or Mr. Reggie Ragland, huh?
Yeah, you know what? I'm not one to play the games. I'm not one to beat around the bush. So take your mouse and point it to the individual that I'm hearing the rumors about. Yeah. Yo, listen.
It's not even funny, honestly, man.
Bills fans,
if it is true,
Fanatics, Bills Mafia, all Bills fans all together. I can't confirm it because I only heard this from one individual that is in the know. But they're saying that my man Shaq Lawson might be going through surgery. So you kind of say, what the fuck? Going through surgery? What do you mean? This guy just said, yo, my shoulder's fine. There's no problems. Allegedly, something happened at practice, whether it was, I don't know, he may have fell or he may have done something, or maybe he was just lifting and he tweaked or re-injured or he did something to his shoulder that is going to require surgery. And if that surgery goes through and if it's accurate, he's out 4 to 6 months. So 4 to 6 months, that's a big hole that we need to fill right off the bat. Now, I'm not going ahead and saying this is true, but I'm putting it out there. So if it does become true, y'all heard it here first. And if it's not true, then it's no sweat off my back because it's only from one source. I'd be really all over it if I got confirmation from a second source, which I'm working on right now. But as of right now, it just seems fishy. Something seems fishy to me. It don't make no sense. Where the rumors were that he had issues and doctors were going and checking him out and so on and so forth, but he's saying he's fine. And Bills draft him anyway because they got their doctors to check him out and he's fine. But yet, I'm hearing this. I don't know, man. Share talk on it, man. I don't know.
I mean, so apparently, for those who don't know, when we drafted Shaq Lawson, Adam Schefter tweeted out immediately after that pick that Shaq Lawson had suffered a shoulder injury that required surgery and that he was going to get surgery after this year. So, during the offseason. Now, what you said, I hope it's not true, of course.
Absolutely.
But if it is true, I'm not stupid. I'm not one of those, stupid fans that, oh, man, he had an injury.
Oh.
It was one of those things where it's kind of like the Bills knew he had an injury and they were just waiting for the right time to announce it.
Time out. Major key alert. Major conspiracy key alert. My man Pierre is onto something. Pierre, talk on it, man.
Listen,
Talk on it.
they now
They don't
this
want
is
us
if
to know.
yes,
They don't
exactly.
want us to know.
See, this is if it is true. They probably sat back in their office and said, listen, it's probably best if we just go ahead, instead of having this man injure that shoulder further, let's go ahead, get it over with now. But let's say that he injured it during practice. Because remember, after the draft, in order to, justify that pick and not get a whole bunch of, media backlash, what they say, oh, his shoulder's fine. Yeah, his shoulder's fine. I don't know what you guys talking about.
Right.
Even Shaq Lawson came in and said, I don't know what the hell y'all talking about. My shoulder is fine. And then a couple days into practice, oh, my shoulder's messed up. I'm going to go ahead and get the surgery.
Yep.
Like, come on, man. That to me, it sounds a little fishy. And now, of course, this is if it is true. Like I said, I hope it isn't. But if it is true, and that source that we have was right, come on, baby. Come on, Bills. You guys could have maybe waited maybe a week or two more. You know what I mean? Like they try to do it right away.
So what you're telling me is this, it says, shit, we know this guy's hurt. That's why he dropped. Okay, you know what? No, what you're saying is it's not far-fetched, really, if you think about it. If, obviously, this is true, right? This whole thing, if it's true. So, the Bills know he's hurt. They're like, shit, he is hurt. He's got a bad shoulder. But, dude, he dropped to 19. Yo, if we don't take him, where this is bad. Let's take him anyway, knowing that he's got a bad shoulder. So, we take him. Boom, at 19. Everybody's, go Buffalo, go Buffalo, go. You know what I mean? Everybody's excited. So now they're like, okay, we got to spin it because we know this man needs surgery. So we're going to have him to 9 to 9 to 9 to 9. Then we're going to have rookie camp. Then he's going to get some freak injury to the same shoulder that he got hurt on back then. And then we're going to say, oh, snap, you know what? He re-aggravated. He's got to get surgery. We knew he was good, but he must have did that. And then that way they cover themselves from the media backlash. He gets his surgery. Boom, bam, bam. Away we go. Now, here's the thing, though. Here's how I play devil's advocate. If they knew that, they would have drafted another OLB. Would you not agree?
Yeah, yes and no. Because if they feel like this man is that good, I probably would draft him anyways, even with the shoulder injury.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Because then I can sit here and say, you know what? You probably won't have him for this year, but he's that good to the point where,
like Jalen Smith.
He'll be a good pick. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. But in the first round, though? See, that's the thing.
Yeah. I just don't know,
in the first round, in the top 20 pick?
I just don't know. Because, if he's that good, and, the thing with Jalen Smith, though, is that you're not really sure if he'll ever come back. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But a shoulder injury, you're going to come back. It's just going to take a little time.
Yeah. I'm not really worried about it. But the thing is, the Fanatics, keep in mind, man, this is all off of one source that we potentially have.
Please don't panic.
Don't take it from this. We're just talking. This is the barbershop. We hear things. We talk about it. Whether it's true or not, it may come into fruition that it is true, or it may not even surface. But the point is, it's not far fetched to even think of that. So I mean, that's one thing I just wanted to touch base on that. So you guys, let me know how do you guys feel about that? Is it possible that the Bills knew exactly what they were doing and they made it seem that he was fine, but then really they're gonna say, yo, let's just get it over with. He needs a surgery. Let's just say he got hurt. Are we thinking in too deep to this, or is there some validity to this? We'll let y'all debate that and talk about it.
I mean, honestly, just it could be us, thinking way too deep into it if it is true. I mean, he could have just, injured it a little bit more. And of course, that's if it is true. And at the same time, if I was the Bills and I knew that he had an injury that required surgery eventually, knowing that he's still young, knowing that, we're paying him millions upon millions of dollars.
Yeah.
I would have just said, you know what, just get the surgery now and get it over with, instead of risking, further injury.
No, I don't blame him. I don't blame him one bit, man.
It is
I don't blame him one bit. So at the end of the day, what ends up happening is if he plays and we good, we should have a very solid defense with all our draft picks ready to play. Now, that being said, according to John Clayton from ESPN, the senior writer, he doesn't agree with that. So
what did he say, man?
Oh man, this guy.
Matter of fact, I have it right here, but go ahead.
This man says there are 5 teams that are going to regress in the 2016-2017 year. None of that. Yeah, put the camera on me, man. Put the camera on. I want you to put it on me. He said he's got 5 teams that are going to regress when it comes to the 2016-2017. And ironically, he's got the Jets amongst the teams that are going to struggle. He's got the Bills amongst the teams that are going to struggle. He's got the Denver Broncos, Carolina Panthers, and he put us amongst the Cleveland Browns as a team that's going to regress.
You know what? But you know what, real quick, like his first 2, right? So he has the Broncos and then the Panthers. I mean, that's kind of easy. You wouldn't think, easy. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
They can only go down from here.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly right.
So that's common sense. Now the Browns, they haven't, progressed in order for them to regress.
Yep.
So really it's kind of like, okay, whatever. Now the Jets, that's one that I do honestly believe in, only because I think last year was just a flash in the pan, man. I think, everything just went perfect, and now with the whole, are they going to re-sign Ryan Fitzpatrick or not? Even if they do, I think that Ryan Fitzpatrick just played out of his mind. You know what I mean? I don't think that he's going to repeat.
You think he overachieved last year?
Yeah, I mean, he's never had a season like that before, and he's only getting older. Now, I know that his best years were with Chan Gailey, and prior to the season, I was one of those fans who felt like the Jets were a team that, teams are, or that fans are sleeping on.
Yep.
'Cause I always felt that, with Ryan Fitzpatrick and Chan Gailey, they can always, recreate the magic that they had in Buffalo.
Yep.
But I'm like, they played way better than what I thought they were going to. So
they had a decent team though, man. You had Brandon Marshall, you had Eric Decker, you had Chris Ivory that played out of his mind. They had a good offense. Defense was whatever, nothing special. You got Darrell Reeves, you got Cromartie, you had Milner that was garbage.
Yeah.
And you had the middle linebacker.
They have
David Harris.
Yeah, David Harris.
Harris is a beast. I'm not playing around with that dude. But to me, the Jets were like, they were 50-50. You could go either one. So I'll be with you on that. But now here's my beef that I have with Clayton though. And I'm gonna read you what this man has to say. He says,
I'll actually put it on the screen as well.
Yeah, go ahead and do that, my man. Let me know you okay, you got it. So it says the Bills, Jets, and the Miami Dolphins all invested heavily in free agency and trade last year to try and catch New England Patriots. Anybody can say yes, we did, because we did. We went after McCoy, we went after Clay, Charles Clay, and we brought in Percy Harvin. Right? And that's exactly what he says. He says the Bills looked to get they look great on paper. They brought in Percy Harvin, Charles Clay, Richie Incognito, and LaShawn McCoy on the offense. Now, the hiring of Rex Ryan was supposed to be the boost to the defense. Coming off a great defensive season in 2014, the Bills had the look of a wild card playoff team, which is true because we're all hyped.
Of course.
We were all hyped. Yo, this is the year. This is the year. This is our year. That was the slogan. This is our year, right? So now here's what John Clayton says. I thought they had a 10-win talent team playing on an easy schedule. I don't know about our schedule being easy, though. I
think it was easy.
You think so?
It was an easier schedule.
It was favorable to us? Okay,
yeah.
Whatever. I disagree, but anyway. 10-win playing, easy schedule, including an AFC South and an NFC East team. NFC East they're always mediocre, and they play always tough amongst each other.
Yeah.
AFC South, I'll give you that. But AFC South ain't no joke this year.
No, No.
So that's the thing. So like the Jaguars weren't as bad as people made them seem. The Colts, they regress hard. I don't know what happened to the Colts.
Yeah.
You had who else is in the AFC South? I'm drawing
They
a
had
blank.
Tennessee,
Tennessee had a rookie quarterback, so that's okay.
and they had the
And
Texans.
the Texans will be nice this year again. And the Texans, what they beat us, didn't they? Didn't we play the Texans this year? No, we didn't.
But yeah, no. We beat them.
Yeah, did we beat them?
We beat them and the Titans. Or as a matter of fact, we only lost to the Jaguars, honestly.
Okay, so I'll give him that with the easy schedule. Now here's where I start to disagree with my man John Clayton. He says, but the defense underachieved greatly, which is true. Okay, and the Bills disappointed, finishing 8-8. This year's Bills isn't as talented as and the schedule is tougher now. I don't know about the isn't as talented part because I think we're just as talented, if not better, with the youth that we brought in. Now, Harvin retired. Cool. He didn't do dick all for us anyway after the first 3 weeks because then he's injured, right?
Yeah.
Mario Williams, this guy was non-existent all year, and we all know that this guy was just being a lazy piece of shit and didn't buy into the scheme, and it showed on tape. Like Jay-Z said, numbers, women, what is it? Numbers, okay, women lie, men lie, numbers don't lie. And I'll add something on that, and tape don't lie. The tape showed everything this guy was doing, and he was just being a punk. So I have no respect for that shit. So we don't regress when a guy like Mario Williams is not on the team anymore. Cutting linebacker Nigel Bradham. I like Bradham. I'm indifferent about that call of saying like we regress because Nigel Bradham's gone. Now, maybe I don't. Would you say that it wasn't a good fit on the Rex Ryan defense?
I mean, how it looked, it clearly wasn't his best fit. He's more of an attack style linebacker, and it just seemed like Nigel's just didn't fit.
And that's what I look at it that way as well. It just probably wasn't a fit thing. Now we probably could have kept him for cheap, but he's like, nah, man, I'm going on my first I'm trying to get my first contract, a nice contract. So I'm gonna go elsewhere and get it. Now, cornerback Leotis McKelvin. I like Leotis. Leotis is a reliable corner, and when I say reliable,
but go ahead.
Let me explain myself.
Okay,
that's why I have to explain myself. I say reliable as in you don't get scared when you put him in. Like when you put Ron Brooks in at corner, you get scared. You're like, oh shit, Ron Brooks is in.
Okay.
You put in a guy like Leotis McKelvin, you're like, he'll hold his own. He'll have a few plays where he botches it. We're like, what the fuck was McKelvin? But you know that you can count on him to say, you know what, I'm not worried too much, right? And he made his fair share of plays last year.
I'm not going to knock Leotis. I was a fan of him. I mean, I'm going to miss his interviews, though, where he'd be like, zap, zip, zap, zip. Like, you don't know what the hell he says.
You could understand a damn word this man said.
But I was I was a fan of Leotis, though, man.
Yeah, so Leotis gone, Nigel gone, Mario gone, right? So, and now Clayton says, because of last year's spending, the Bills didn't sign a player worth more than 1.25. Most of the signings were minimum salary deals, and we knew that was going to happen. So it's not different.
Okay.
That's why we attacked the draft the way we did. Exactly. So then now he says Ryan must do more with less. I disagree. The plan is to start the team's top 3 draft choices, which they said, Shaq Lawson, Reggie Ragland, and Adolphus Washington. The pressure is on Ryan to get his team to the playoffs. With less talent, the job will be tougher. Now,
honestly, real quick, man, let me jump in first real quick.
Go ahead.
As far as the whole Ryan defense, I'm trying to what I've been trying to do since the season ended was trying to calm, Fanatics down a little bit. Just calm them down because everyone's like Ryan this and Rex Ryan that. What happened last year with our defense was an anomaly, man. Rex Ryan is arguably the greatest defensive mastermind this era, man. Like, seriously. You have Rex Ryan, Dick LeBeau, and and rest in peace to Jimmy Johnson. Or Jim Johnson from the Eagles.
Yeah, right.
The defense coordinator from the Eagles, right? Those 3, you can probably say those 3 were the top defenses in the last 10, 15, 20 years, man. So Rex Ryan has only had 3. he's only been a part of 3 defenses that ranked outside the top 10. 3. And 2 of those times, he was the one who was calling the defense. And that was in 2000 and I want to say 13, where he ranked 11th, where like he just missed the top 10, and last year where he ranked 19th. So fans need to calm down. A lot of the problem that we had last year, though, and this is why I'm not a big fan of what John Clayton said, and I'm not saying that because he's somewhat bashing the Bills. It had nothing to do with
man,
that.
he's off his rocker. He doesn't know what the hell he's talking about.
But what I have a hard time dealing with is that it was clear as day that teams didn't buy into what Rex Ryan wanted to do. So Rex Ryan was trying to, massage them a little bit, which I do feel that was Rex Ryan's fault. What he should have did was said, listen, I don't care what y'all did last year. I don't care how many sacks y'all had last year. My defense is proven. I've been top 10 my entire life almost. I know what the hell I'm doing, baby. And, Mario Williams being so polarizing in that locker room, I feel that players were kind of like, I'm going to ride with Mario Williams here. Yeah.
Really? You think so?
Because if you look at it, Mario started Mario came out talking shit, and you have, Marcel Darius, saying a little something. You had, Preston Brown, Jerry Hughes. They were all coming out saying, a little something about the defense. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
now, here's what I got to say about that, though. And when you see a player not really playing to the potential, straight up, as head coach, you pull that motherfucker aside and say, hey, what's going on, big man? Coach, I don't like this. I don't like that. I don't like this. Okay. And where I work, I have a lot of employees that come to me and tell me problems, right? So I said, listen, man, instead of you coming to bring me problems, bring me solutions.
Exactly.
Right? So don't come and say, hey, Rico, this is the issue, and what are you going to do about it? Listen, what are we going to do about it? Let's find out a solution. Don't just give me the problem and walk away. What are we going to do about it? So Mario, Rex should have came to Mario and be like, okay, Mario, you don't like the problem? So what is it that what can we do to fix it? Now, whether they went into that type of dialogue, that's a different story. We don't know that. But like, as polarizing as you said Mario is, and one of the bigger defensive positions and leaders on the team, you damn right you better go and see coach and tell coach what's going on. But he didn't. Whether we know this or not, I'm not sure. But I highly doubt it, because if he did, he'd still be on the damn Bills right now with a pay cut. So fuck him. See you later. That's Miami's problem now. I'm not really fucked with that. So.
And then just real quick, talking about Mario Williams, and I know I'm gonna get a bunch of flack for what I'm about to say. And honestly, as you know me, Rico, I don't care about that flack. Honestly, I'm not scared to say what I gotta say, baby. But as far as Mario Williams is concerned, Mario wasn't as impactful as what Bills fans think he is or think he was. Because
I know
if you watch a lot of his games,
preach on it, brother.
Mario Williams sacks came in like bunches. You see what I'm saying? So, for example,
explain to the fans what you mean, though.
So, Mario Williams will have games where he'll have 3 or 4 sacks, and then he'll have a long stretch where he's not giving you nothing. I mean, yes, he's holding the edge and stuff like that. He was good in the running game, but as far as what we're paying him $19-20 million for, he wasn't consistently doing that. So what I'm trying to say is that from week to week, he wasn't as impactful of a player than what fans think he was. For example,
you mean the last year or his whole career in Buffalo?
No, his whole career in Buffalo.
Oh shit! Okay.
Now, for example, let me give you a brief little comparison. J.J. Watt. If you watch him, you can tell he impacts games week after week after week.
Yep.
Mario Williams didn't do that.
You can have one guy block him.
You see what I'm saying? No, well, I won't give him all that. He was doubled, at times, but still, Mario Williams, he'll have games where he'll just fall asleep. Like, for example, in the Packers game.
Right.
He was quiet the whole game, and then bam, last play of the game, he made the little the strip fumble. Or like in the Dolphins game, he was quiet the whole game, and then bam, here comes Mario Williams. I mean, it was just Mario Williams to me just wasn't consistent enough.
Nope.
But people, all they're looking at is his numbers. Oh, he had 14 sacks one year and 10 sacks another year. But at the same time, it's kind of like, if you look at the games,
so he'll get like
all of his sacks happened.
3 sacks one game, and have no sacks in 2 or 3, and then have a 4-game sack, 3-game sack, 2-game sack, but then none for like 3 games. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
Okay, I respect.
He wasn't a week-to-week impact.
No, I got you, but he didn't impact as in rushing the passer, but he did set the edge and make that run game. He swallowed up the run game, though.
He did.
I'll give him that. But at the end of the day, man, your attitude, when you have a poor attitude, it infests the team.
Now, the one thing about Mario Williams that I am a huge fan of, and I appreciate what he did here, was
his contact.
Him. Yeah, I mean,
that
too. I mean, don't lie. I mean, when I was in high school, I used to rock contacts too. Don't sleep.
What color?
I have my hazel contact. I mean, all colors, man. Hazel, all that, man. Blue,
that's soft, man. That's soft.
Nah, but look. I appreciate Mario Williams for coming to Buffalo, though, because he kind of, broke that mold, Rico, and that was huge. That was absolutely huge. Him coming to Buffalo showed everyone, oh, snap. Okay, if Mario go to Buffalo, maybe I should look at Buffalo. And then
you know what?
It seems like, the tide kind of turned after he signed. So I'm not saying that, bringing in Mario Williams was a bad signing.
Yep.
In my opinion, it was a great signing. And I'm not saying he was a bum when he played, but all I'm saying is that Mario Williams just wasn't as impactful week in and week out as what certain fans or, the majority of fans thought he was.
And I'm going to give Khalid Kafi a shout out because I didn't read his comments on the Facebook, but I actually pretty much touched base on it. And pretty much what he said was in regards to John Clayton and his assessment on our Bills team. Pretty much what he said was, I want to share some thoughts about the whole regression prediction. And he says what we pretty much said. Did you notice what he's put here? Did you notice the reason behind the prediction is because we lost players like Leotis, Brooks, Mario, and Bradham. He says, I'm sorry, but none of those guys actually played well last year. Other than Bradham, who had a few good games, and Leotis was out 75% of the season. So he wants to know what our thoughts are, which we already touched base on. But at the same time, you're right, man. I'm like, none of those guys, like Bradham regressed under the system. You had Leotis that was hurt with that ankle, and he showed up, and he played decent. You could count on him. Mario Williams was a wash. This guy was no good. And Brooks took some weak-ass, dumb-ass penalties.
Let me touch on something real quick.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
As far as Nigel Bradham, I'll go down his list.
Yep.
Okay, first he has Leotis. Leotis, last or 2 seasons ago when he had the 4-interception game, or the 4 interceptions, and then he got injured.
Yep.
That was a big loss, right? But we have Darby, we have Gilmore. So, Leotis wouldn't have been the nickel, and he struggled at times at safety. So losing him, honestly, is not going to hurt us that much because we have better talent at his position, right? So he would have been a backup player regardless, all right? So now Brooks, I don't even want to, talk about Brooks because he's been a bum since he's been on the team.
Man, right? I won't call Brooks a bum, but I mean, I get.
Man, Brooks is a bum, man. Brooks and what's the other guy we had on the team? Justin Rogers.
Oh, Rogers. That Rogers is a bum.
Yeah, both of them was bums, in my opinion. They both some straight up trash. Anyways, now as far as Mario Williams, we talked about Mario Williams.
Yep.
Now with Bradham, yeah, he's an athletic playmaker. I like Bradham. I was always a huge fan of Bradham. Yes, he kind of, regressed a little bit, but if you look at it, a lot of the players on the team, regressed. So I'm not gonna, slight him, too much. Now it sucks that we lost him, but I know we're gonna touch on our draft picks a little bit later, but I feel like we may have a solid replacement. Now, as far as Bradham, you know, you can go back to the Giants game where we say if the man makes that one tackle, we win that game. But I'm not going to go ahead and touch on that. But also, Bradham. I forgot to even talk about this, Rico. Look it, Bradham, Darby, Aaron Williams, Kyle Williams. Who else was injured? You know, late in the year. But anyways, week 16 and week 17, Rico. And this is where another thing where I'm like, John Clayton, come on, baby, watch all the games. Just watch all the games and stop just, you know, worrying about certain players.
Right.
And week 16 and 17, Rico, we played dominant on defense those last 2 weeks of the season. On week 17, you know, I forget the quarterback we were going against.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
We're playing no.
Playing the Jets.
No, we're playing Dallas. No. We're playing Dallas week 16.
We're playing Whedon?
I forget.
Was it Whedon? No,
No. I think it was
the one that we had on our team.
The kid from Boise State. No. The kid from Boise State.
Ooh.
But anyways, he had a bad game against us, and everyone's like,
Kelly Clemens.
Yeah. No. But I think it probably was him. But anyways, he had a bad game against us, and everyone's like, I mean, but he's a bum. I'm like, yeah. But the very next week, he passed for 475 or like over 400 yards in week 17. So, I mean, he had enough talent to pass for almost 500 yards, but against us, he was a bum, right? And then week 17, the Jets were fully loaded, and we had nobody on defense, and we still dominated. So that just goes to show that the power of Rex Ryan is a lot stronger than what people think. We went into that game without 4 or 5 starters, including Nigel, including Kyle Aaron, including Bradham.
We were running with what do you call it? Corey Graham and Rambo.
You know, Tarpley, you know, Mario Butler.
Yep.
It's like, you know, and we still dominated, man. So it's one of those things where it's kind of like, all right, fellas, just calm down. You know, Rex Ryan knows what he's doing. It's just that everyone has to go all in and buy in.
No, I don't blame him, man. And that's exactly what it is. So it is what it is, man. I mean, and this is why we do these things, man. Like, we want Bills fans to talk about it. There are things that need to be addressed. So these are the reasons that we do these podcasts, right? So what do you guys think, man? Are we way off? Are we way out to lunch? Are we bang on talking about the things that you guys want to touch base on? So I think we touched base on a few things. I mean, we don't want to go too far into it. We got to save some of the hot stuff for next episode. But listen, Fanatics, if you guys have topics that you want to touch base on, you don't feel free. Feel free, excuse me. Hit up myself, Rico, Bobby, hit up Pierre, hit up any of our admins that you see in the link and say, hey, listen, man, next Barbershop, pass this on to Rico, Pierre, or Bobby and talk about this, because we'll gladly bring that up and shout you out. We got no problems with that, man. So live again, this is the Barbershop with your boy Rico. We got our boy Pierre running things. Listen, guys, I want you to show up the members.
Yeah, I was actually wanted to touch on that real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Fellas, I mean, we're trying to get to this 18,000 mark. Even though Bills Fanatics is not just a Facebook group, you know, of course, we appreciate everyone who's on with Bills Fanatics. I mean, the support, Rico, like I say in every show, the support is amazing, man. You know, the way people show Bills Fanatics support is huge, but man, we're trying to get to that 18,000 mark. So
yes, sir. And we're nearly there, man. Just all it is just, hey, you're talking Bills, talking football with some buddies. Just, hey, man, listen, if you like talking football, you like talking sports, you like debating, join this Facebook group, and then we'll go from there. You know what I mean? And like I said, guys, there's multiple Bills groups out there. Will we all talk about the same topics? Yes, we will. Now, it's how the content is brought out and what content we bring out to talk about these topics. And I think that is where we stand apart from everybody else. So Although we'll have a few knuckleheads, man. But listen, for the majority of our groups, man, we got some people that are diehard and respectable fans and bring up valid topics, right? So shout out to all our members.
And now there's certain people who don't like groups, and I understand it. They don't like, going through certain threads and just, reading, random people, dumb remarks, and which is perfectly fine. Now,
right.
If you just want to just, follow Bills Fanatics and just get all the news and content, you can go to our fan page, facebook.com/BillsFanaticsBF. And right here, you'll be able to follow just, all of our blogs. That's our blog team does an amazing job.
Yep.
And just, follow just Bills content.
That's it.
Now, I want to give a shout out to our co-founder, Bobby Ray, who does an amazing job on our Instagram account, which in my opinion is the go-to.
It's the best in the business.
It's the best in the business, in my opinion, hands down. We're at 18,500 on Instagram. Yep. So, shout out to Bobby and to all our followers on there. But man, we're doing our thing, but we won't be able to be who we are without the Bills Fanatics members and just, followers and all of our supporters, man. So me personally, I want to give thanks to everybody because we wouldn't be able to do it without you guys.
Hey, that's it, man. So listen up. Hit us up. Twitter, Bills Fanatics. Instagram, Bills Fanatics. Facebook, Bills Fanatics. And then you got the Bills Fanatics BF fan page. Not only that, hit us up on our website, BillsFanaticsBF.com. That's our website. So if you just want to look at our blogs, YouTube, we even got a YouTube page, y'all. Yo, jump on the YouTube page. We got a few. We got the Bills Fanatics show. It's sponsored by the Rock Nation. We got a co-host. We have host Ryan.
You said Rock Nation.
Yeah, I said Rock Nation. That's the Rock Nation.
A fan. I wish it was produced by Rock Nation. Nah, it's produced by our guys up at Rock Sports Network.
That's the one, Rock Sports Network.
They do an amazing job over there. Ryan Laso and our boy IC Vic do an amazing job on our Bills Fanatics show. Watch out for them.
Yeah, man. Listen, when season starts, man, they're gonna be rocking it. So we're kind of keeping it warm during the off season and during the time. But we're gonna keep our grind up during the season too. So because you know how we get, man. When the season starts, man, we got lots to say, and I'm talking about fans included. So we're gonna try to do it up, guys. So thanks for the support. We love doing what we do. I mean, this is all for fun, man. This is all fun. We just for the love of the Bills, for the love of our team, and that's how we feel. Hey, Pierre, should we ask that question that we were talking about earlier, or should we leave that for next? Put that as a poll about the
Whisper it to me. Whisper it to me.
This motherfucker. About the what was it that we were talking about? Oh, if we knew that the Bills.
Oh yeah, no. Let's wait for that on the next show.
Yeah. Okay. Whisper that to you. Get the fuck out of here. So
stay tuned for the next show. It's a
no doubt
great question.
It's your boy Rico.
All right, fellas. Appreciate it.
No doubt about it.